Welcome, everyone, to the halftime point towards the Game Awards, aka Summer Games Fest.
So, can we start with Geoff Keighly literally being on stage on his knees apologizing for the Game Awards of last year, considering whatever happened, because most of the game announced crashed and burned that
You
event.
mean he should also apologize for how he got down on his knees and
Oh my
sucked Claire
god, he
Obscure
has
33's
normal
dick?
shoes. I cannot believe it.
I was wondering if the curtain was going to go up, and it's him and Kojima having a
No. Remember, Dwibs, the last Game Awards established that he cheated on Kojima with Mrs. Piggy.
I do question the jacket, like this burgundy, color scheme feels only velvet-esque.
I do like that color.
It feels very specific for anything.
I do like that color, but I agree it does feel awfully specific. Like, I know we may not be in the era where, developers were, hinting at stuff with what they wore, but I wonder.
So, can we get Peggle 3 this year?
Oh boy, the biggest SGF ever. Unlike the last
Why is
times.
the puppet in the audience? I just noticed that. There was this song of Billy the Puppet. Is that like an announcement tied to Dead by Daylight? Yeah. But I thought the song was already included as content in that.
Everyone is welcome here today, and right now everyone has a
Hey, he rhymed.
It's like poetry.
In just the first 5 months of 2026, Steam saw a record-setting 9,200.
Reminder to all the competitors who are complaining legally about Steam supposedly stealing all the business.
I'm more interested by this because the thing we discovered since last year's Game Awards is that Geoff gets sponsored a lot by Chinese tech companies, which makes my statement about Nine Souls not getting a single nomination more prophetic than anything. So you think he will sponsor EGS instead?
Absolutely, and most of them were brand new IPs like Nugenics, Windrose, or Far Far West. That tells you something important. Players, you guys are hungry for new experiences. You want originality, games at different price points. And when developers take bold, creative swings, turns out you guys show up for them. Really great. So congratulations to all those games. Now, some games, they become global blockbusters, but others actually find...
But yeah, no, seriously. It's funny how a lot of other online gaming stores are complaining about Steam supposedly stealing their business when Gabe pretty much came out and said the obvious thing. No, we haven't stolen our business. We've basically just been doing such a better job than you, then people come to us.
The people who tend to not complain about that, but instead, doing their own business and actually managing to work out? GOG. Surprisingly, the Polish network manages to, pick up themselves up by the bootstraps and actually try to make a difference without needing to be a fucking competition.
With our first announcement.
All right. First announcement. Let's see what we got.
It's Among Us, but in Victorian London.
I was gonna actually joke and say it's Batman, but it's in France.
It's not Victorian. There's a car there.
Is this okay? No, it's not Expedition 33 DLC.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be something? Claire Obscure 33, now set in modern times.
Okay, I will not explain a lot because it's spoilery, but let me put it this way. By the way the game ends, this would be justified in a roundabout way.
Jesus, you only gave it like 5 seconds. Like, give it a chance to answer the door.
Hi, Grandma.
American who called earlier. The sister of the man on the 3rd floor. Ah, welcome to Paris. It's so nice to meet you.
She is gonna turn out to be a zombie later on, isn't she?
That or she'll be a casualty when the threat erupts.
Or she's just gonna be, an evil old woman.
Wait, okay, the planimetry of this condominium reminds me of the one of the movie Wreck, but it cannot be because we're in France, not Spain.
Can you turn
Just
the light
come
on?
with me into this dark Ominous
Oh.
room.
Oh là là. Mais quelle pagaille. He's made such a mess again. Think, I just cleaned it up a week ago. It's like a boulder rolled through here.
I understand. I'm just looking for my brother.
Don't worry about that smell. I'll move that corpse out next week.
I'm sure he won't notice if we help ourselves. Oh, long. I'll bring some nice coffee to go with the biscuit.
Funnily enough, going off of Resident Evil lore, this would more or less line up with when Claire was looking for Chris around the time of Code Veronica.
I don't really
Maybe that's
think this is Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, okay, cookies. Okay.
I'm just joking about the fact that it's an American apparently come looking for her brother in Europe or France.
Unless it
really
really is the Code Veronica remake, considering they start, most Resident Evil games, even the remakes have the first-person option. But I don't know. It feels a bit too soon for it.
I know that apparently a Code Veronica remake has supposedly been in the pipeline of rumors, but... What?
Is this really Code Veronica? I recognize also
Oh my god! Wait, oh my god, that's an ant! Eating a dragonfly!
Wow, you guys, you called this one.
Oh my god! It is Resident Evil!
No, it's a new game
god, that's
called
Alfred! Hunk? And yep, there's Claire.
Here you go, there's
Oh
Code
my
Veronica.
god!
It's not Code Veronica, it's just Veronica.
What happened to the code?
No one could break it, I guess.
Oh my god!
Wow, already this soon? I wonder when they're gonna release it.
Tomorrow.
It's
Well, here's
out
just hoping
next year.
Oh, next. Well, here's just hoping it's not rushed like Resident Evil remake was.
Capcom on a roll. What a way to kick off the show. Resident Evil Veronica revisits a classic title from the Resident Evil universe, reimagining the experience for today's players. Thank you to Takeuchi-san and Capcom for that incredible news. Now, some surprise breaking news from one of the top independent game studios in the world.
Independent, eh? How independent are we talking?
MPH. Is this the studio that... wasn't this
That
the studio
Cuphead?
that... Yeah, it's the studio that made Cuphead, though.
And today, we have a special
I
announcement
mean, this
for all
character
of you.
clearly looks like,
We're happy to confirm
tough
that
with
development
a
has begun
straw.
on a brand new
Yeah, Studio MDHR,
hand-animated
yes, I
Cuphead
remember them.
video game. Our talented team
John
is
using
partnering with
hands.
Circus Project, which will take Cuphead and friends on a fresh, exciting.
Alright, so we're getting a new
Oh,
Cuphead
so a
game.
Cuphead
It's
sequel.
still in early stages, but we look forward to revealing more when the time
How sad is that in
right.
order to be captivating, now news outlet gaming announcements need to specify, yes, we're actually drawing with our own hands instead of using AI.
Guys, sponsoring.
The four works.
Yes. Oh, indeed. Oh, you want me
You
to
weren't
tell
supposed to reveal it yet, you're fired.
Yes, right now.
You Tom Holland it.
Well, it seems I have one more surprise. A small team
Here
from
is
our
very
studio
happy.
has been working in secret
One more
on
thing,
something
another project.
completely different. This new project is a love letter
So
to the spirit
basically,
that runs
Cuphead
into
2 is in the
world
works,
of
and
video
this
games.
instead upcoming
Be prepared,
project
sneak
is to
peek,
fill in
and
the
I'd
gaps,
say-
I guess.
Lovely.
It's pretty radical. Over here? Ahem.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles game.
Yes, footage, please.
Now in development at Studio
Mighty
MDHR.
Cuphead Adventure. Oh god, it's stylized like
Mighty
Sonic.
Cuphead Adventure. A new fast-action
Oh, it's
platform
kinda
shooter.
starts
Alright, so we're
like
getting an
Shovel Knight.
8-bit Cuphead game.
Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
So it's stylized like a Master System game, actually. Oh, interesting.
I want the Sega chant work for that. MDHR. No.
No.
You know I love my
Neat.
puppets. That was great. And there you have it. 2 brand new games from Studio MDHR up in Canada with Mighty Cuphead Adventure, a true 8-bit action platformer coming to consoles and PC, and then a brand new hand-animated Cuphead game has been confirmed too. Great news. All right. Well, now please join me in welcoming my co-host and partner in a new game discovery website called Looking for Game. It's Lucy James, everyone.
Looking for game. Oh, you just showed one.
Oh, if I recall correctly,
I am thrilled to be back here at Summer
yeah,
Game Fest.
she's
I'm
also the
excited
one
to
that
share. It is
presented
so
a couple of the other,
This
you
next one
know,
is very
celebrations
special to
titled
me.
Geoff
It's a
Keighly.
game we've all been waiting to see for a long time.
Okay.
Well, they've already announced code. Sorry, Veronica.
20th Century Games, is this Alien or Predator?
Is this Alien or it could be both?
Yes, usually they
It's
slap that.
Alien versus Predator.
Could be. Usually they strap
And
Sega.
Sega.
It's the Alien Isolation sequel. They did mention they were developing one in Creative Assembly in a long time, and they still hold the license for that, so it has to be that.
And Creative Assembly.
Yeah, so it's Alien Isolation 2 or something. About time. It's been. Although it's worth noting that a lot of the people who developed the first Alien Isolation are gone from Creative Assembly, so we'll have to see if
But
they
it's a
manage
bit,
to work
hang on.
it out.
So the developer is British, and yet this trailer's in Japanese.
Okay, it's worth noting, Graves, that remember one thing we commented when we commented on the first Alien movie. Since it was rooted in the cyberpunk genre and the speculation over the future, the idea was that the future in the Alien franchise will be bilingual to default, both English and Japanese. So I think they want to take advantage of that.
Oh yeah, now there's English.
Like I said, you know, to combine a couple of things.
So we're following Tekken logic, where everyone speaks their language, yet everyone else can understand it.
To an extent, but you have to remember, Dreams, again, the big speculative fiction at the time was that the Japanese economic boom...
Alien Isolation 2.
The Japanese economic boom would have made so that people in the future would have been bilingual and speak both Japanese and English as very recurring languages. Obviously, that did not turn out to be the case, but the Alien franchise kind of runs partially with that idea.
Has Isolation 1 come out on Switch?
I think it does have a port, but it's worth noting that it's fairly old by now, more than 10 years. It really makes people wonder why it took so long for Creative Assembly to make a new one.
Are they still doing those Total War games?
Yes, and they also had a lot of internal trouble, a lot of people being fired.
Yeah. That said, okay, not bad so far. Code Veronica, a new Cuphead game, even if it's on the more retro side, and Alien Isolation 2.
For one thing is that I don't think they mentioned how long this is gonna be. I hope it's not on the usual...
He said 2 hours.
Okay, doable, but on the bare side. We'll have to see.
Thanks so much, Anna and Al. Today, we are honored to have one of gaming's true visionaries here with us in the audience. For more than 2 decades, his work has reminded us that games can be emotional.
Oh, is this the game Fumito Ueda is making?
From Eco to Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh?
Yeah, they presented that at the Game Awards, the one about technology that does resemble some of his past work.
Ueda-san. Ueda-san, great to see you.
Hi.
And there he is right now.
Hi, Ben.
Do you want to come up and tell us what you've made?
No, remember, back on the, I forgot which specific Game Awards, there was that moment where Geoff acknowledged in the audience Ken Kutaragi, and he mistakenly thought he was going to have to go on stage, but someone actually had to hold him.
In a decade. Let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look.
Allow me to now reveal the surprise that this is actually a stealth sequel to Shadow of the Colossus.
Well, no, it's from the creator, but it cannot be because different ownership. So this is strictly tied to Epic Games.
they'll try and get around it. They'll add an S to Shadows. Shadows of the Colossus. See, totally different.
That said, I see we're dealing with what appears to be giant mechanical beings again to
Oh
some
yeah,
extent.
if you remember the original footage, it was about the boy, the protagonist, we don't know how they look like, detaching the head of one of the giant robots and using it as a transport vessel against the approaching darkness.
Well,
This is the weirdest reboot of Transformers Headmasters.
I was about to say, but yeah.
Oh, that performance.
Whoa. Yeah.
you sure it's not the stream lagging?
I don't know, it feels like...
It happened to both of us at the same time, so I get the feeling that is like the footage itself.
Yeah, especially because, you know, some of the rest has been fine so far. And of course, so you have, you know, giant mech fighting, because why not?
Gen Atlas.
Wishlist now. Yeah, Fortnite's gonna be an Epic Games Store exclusive for PC. Again, makes sense considering Epic Games is the publisher.
Yeah. No Switch 2 release, unfortunately, it would blow them up.
Maybe later.
Blood Message is a cinematic single-player action-adventure game from NetEase. You are a messenger who embarks...
Oh, I said Denny's for a second there. I was like, wait, the restaurant's getting into gaming?
Yeah, so we cut back to the Denny's parking lot where people are fighting there.
I mean, there was a time where fast food restaurants were actually developing their own games, most infamously the Burger King games.
What the hell is this? Okay, it's an army marching.
Yes, I saw Mulan. I get it. The death of childhood innocence.
Country we're fighting for. Yeah, sure.
War is hell.
24 entertainment.
What happened to the other 23?
They died.
This is the weirdest rendition of Dynasty Warriors yet.
I don't think this is talking about the romance of the Three Kingdoms. Oh, someone was a fan of Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
I mean, you're not giving us much time here.
Look at how all the snow particles fit on the character's hair.
Wouldn't it suck if some of this doesn't even make it into the actual game? All that rendering just for a
this stuff is
commercial.
game footage, actually, so...
Oh, yeah, that. I'm talking about some of, like, the obvious cinematic footage, like...
Well, probably pre-render cutscenes and all.
Well, does that mean you've lost the war then? If you've got no comrades left?
Well, depends.
He might just be talking about his deepest friends as opposed to comrades in general.
And as we saw with in Asterix and the Big Fight, the Netflix version, you know, even if it's just one, it can spark the hope for rekindling.
Hi, I'm here for real this time.
Hello, Soraya.
We
Are
conveyed
you
some
sure
of your,
you're real?
We did convey some of your feelings from before, don't worry.
Like, for the most part, this whole thing has been back-to-back bangers, and I've missed all of them.
Blood Message.
Blood Message.
Why can't we just use ink? Are we stupid?
Oh my god, I was right. That actually was a kid's toy that got trampled.
Yeah, it did look like a chime or a memento.
Because writing in blood is cooler.
I guess.
As a Saturn established.
Plus, it's easier to get than ink.
Yeah, it's more readily available, especially on a battlefield.
Readily available.
Yeah, that was not intentional, but now it is.
From RGG Studio, it's Masayoshi Yokoyama.
Stranger Than Heaven, this is the game that the Ryuga Gotoku team is developing. It's supposed to be released not too long from now.
Another one from Sega.
See, I forgot, was it you or Dweebs who mentioned that the state of play there was an absence of Sega?
First, please take a look at this.
One
Well,
of them did, definitely.
Yeah, regardless. I guess they were saving themselves for here.
Either that or an absence of Square.
I would not be
was the one
surprised.
mentioning Square, absence of Square.
Yeah, you know, if it might have been me or it might have been both of us. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the things that felt missing from that state of play will probably show up here at the more bigger show.
It's also a case of Geoff, securing like a contract or something for an exclusivity for the trailer.
Yeah.
At least to showcase. Which, as we learned, cost quite a lot. So
Snoop Dogg.
why is Snoop Dogg in this game?
Snoop Dogg.
Why?
Okay.
I have several questions on the matter.
I feel like he kind of just does whatever these days.
Yeah, like, being present at most of the Republican, events. So
Wait, Tupac?
why?
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's a way to pay respects to the man, but
This
what?
is like that weird game that starred Vanilla Ice and Chuck Norris.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Okay,
Surprisingly,
it's
it wasn't very good.
So, yes, come and see the latest of the Eastern Adventures of Snoop Dogg and
Straight out of
Tupac.
Ado. There you go. There's the new single being released.
2027.
Interesting,
Am I
because
really-
Tupac's been dead for 30 years.
I guess they went
Am I-
in contact with the estate or the family to use the likeness. So.
Probably. Am I really now gonna be swayed to get a game because of flipping Snoop Dogg and Tupac?
Go back.
It's
No.
just so out of left field for Sega to do.
I'd be like if in
Oh,
the next
speaking of which, here's the man himself.
Well, remember, he was at the Game Awards for performing.
that'd be like
All right.
that'd be like if in the next Sonic game they replace Mike Pollock with I don't know Eminem.
Why do you want to work with us?
All right, Snoop. How much weed did they give you?
It has to be, well, to be fair, for the comparison, it has to be like a dead celebrity. So, I don't know, something like the actor who played John Hammond in Jurassic Park.
Richard Attenborough.
Yeah.
The Tupac estate and my son and myself, we work very closely together, so it just made sense to put him in this game because his likeness and his spirit still lives on, and I just feel like it was so connected to what we're doing. So, what y'all think?
Game looks insane. I'm sure you got more surprises in there too.
Stranger Than Heaven, starring Tupac and Snoop Dogg.
Well, I mean, they're still not the main characters. It's kind of like how GTA
I mean-
did have some guests, in them.
You guys want to do? Any updates on what's happening there, DRG?
Yes, sir. Death Row Games, we're building a hip-hop gaming universe, bringing an authentic culture to life, you know what I'm saying? And we just got a lot of plans that we're planning on actually bringing to life in the next, couple of months.
Okay, well, we'll hopefully hear more on that soon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Snoop Dogg. Thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all.
Yokoyama-san, Jamil, appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Fantastic.
He's making a video game publisher now.
More crazy
Sure.
Snoop Dogg is now publishing video games. Hey, Snoop, since you're working with Sega, it'll sooner or later be your turn to do a collab for a Sonic album.
from key creators behind the Division and Little Nightmares.
And, like, the Sonic series is no stranger to rap anyway.
I was gonna say, you know what? That's not a terrible idea.
Nor having, people working on it who probably shouldn't. Alright, let's see what this is. Dead astronauts. I hardly knew them. Oh!
That's not very nice.
Fog.
Oh, is this Son of the Forest? Not
this-
Son of the
what's this-
Forest,
what's this-
the
what's this
third
text?
Forest game.
What did you call me?
Yeah, this might be the third Forest game, because they did mention that a more, spaceship, aesthetic going on.
Boom, headshot.
Yeah, it also reminds me in terms of aesthetic, so it probably is.
And of course, there's a giant monolith to climb.
Yeah, remember the first trailer that we saw was the person inside the spaceship crash landing on the planet, lots of mud, the actual forest, and then seeing what was up. Again, assuming that is
Hi.
you.
Hi. I know it's supposed to be hex, but this is like it says hex.
It's like Cyrillic leaves. Each letter means something different than its Latin counterpart.
The E looks like a button you press to go to a menu.
You wanna know, Leaves, how no, it's actually written in Russian? H-E-T, het, but it's pronounced niet. Oh no, it's actually called hex. Okay, my bad.
The stealth
Hi.
sequel to Haze, no doubt.
No. Let it be dead. Let not Ubisoft, profit from it.
Dead by Daylight is celebrating its 10th anniversary. Watch this closely because here's a little tease of what's ahead.
Hey, so
Look,
can all the
like that-
games I know stop turning 10?
Sorry, Shiri.
Now they got a Death by Daylight.
It's not, actually.
Some of them
Well,
might
it's
turn
better-
even 15.
Ah,
20.
25.
shut up.
One of
Don't
them
tell her
more.
how old Sonic Adventure 2 is. Speaking of which, happy birthday to someone.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight.
Mm-hmm. Although I wonder if this is the announcement of like a sequel instead of this is a live action trailer.
Is this it?
Remind me, has Saw already been added to Dead by
I
Daylight?
don't remember.
Because you did mention seeing the Billy
I
puppet
did
in the
mention-
audience.
You're invited, 14 June.
Oh.
So it's a dedicated event for its 10th
I'm
anniversary.
invited to what?
Welcome to
I mean, it's a
Die.
fun game, so...
Oh, what is this? Is this Mortal Shell 2?
That fire.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it
Mortal
is.
Shell.
Mortal Shell 2.
Open beta
beta.
now live.
Oh, it's a Bard class.
I was about to say, I see you can literally fight with a guitar.
Tiny Build presents a game that looks very jittery.
We have Mortal Engines at home.
The vehicles don't look ridiculous enough for it to be that.
No, well, to be fair, it's not about how ridiculous they look, but how cool they may be. That's the philosophy behind the franchise like Warhammer 40k waves, impractical designs, but as long as they look cool.
Shame we can't have that giant mechanical spider from Wild Wild West.
Future collab.
Is it dangerous? Edward.
Oh, speaking of Ubisoft, I guess this is the Assassin's Creed 4 remake.
Black Flag.
I've heard a lot of people be contentious about this remake because while the visuals technically look better, some people are iffy on the rendering and the lighting compared to the original.
I also know
I mean,
that
I haven't really
there
seen the original much, but I mean, it looks alright to me, from judging from what I'm seeing here so far.
They also mentioned that they're actually adding new story content, and I do wonder because for my country's version, for the original release, they did hire specific people for the voice acting, so I had no idea if they're bringing them back.
The biggest thing I've heard is that apparently this remake might just cut out the middleman and do away with the modern timeline stuff.
I mean, at this point, it's like more of a mercy kill. I know that they specifically mentioned that they're actually revamping the combat, so they're actually justifying more the actual assassination to be more akin to how it was in the Ezio trilogy, because that was one of the problems of the original release of Black Flag, that you spend more time being a pirate, but almost zero time doing the assassination.
July 9th, not too long away.
By now,
I'll think about
Edward
getting
is gonna
it.
stab you.
I mean, what if it's just not my cup of tea?
Sorry, Liz, I missed the part where you have a choice in the matter.
Well, Xbox, my Xbox subscription does include Ubisoft Plus.
Next up, what we
Yes,
have?
the legendary franchise
Sewer.
Tunnel.
Oh,
Paramount
alright.
Game Studio.
They announced this today. Paramount is having its own game division, and they're grouping a bunch of things in development attached to it.
From the
Well, the
studio that brought you
brought-
Bayonetta,
Platinum
Nier
Games,
Autom- Oh, shoot, Platinum. I don't think we've heard from them in a while.
They recently did the Ninja Gaiden 4 game for Microsoft and Technocoy.
I gotta say, this is a very weird looking Star Trek game.
When all that remains is vengeance.
The last
Oh, TMNT.
Oh, TMNT.
They did. I remember that there was an announcement of a last rolling game being developed, but I thought it had been cancelled.
So can this be better than the last time Platinum did a TMNT game, please?
We shall see.
Wonder how many
Yes.
of the team that made that are even there anymore?
That was basically the B Team division, Lives. It was known that they actually had a contract with Activision to produce a bunch of licensed games to actually, get a bunch of money very quick. But that still did not work out, and they were almost on the verge of bankruptcy, but Nier Automata actually saved them.
Basically, it was that era where Platinum were doing everything under the sun,
Hi,
and
Ben
well,
Starr.
it showed.
So Ben Starr has a shirt of himself.
That was basically one of the memes that spawned from the last year's Game Awards, when two of the people on stage said Ben Starr will do anything for money. And well, here we are. Big speculation is that since Square Enix is really loving him, and particularly the 14 team, he might get a prominent voice acting role for Evercold.
Good for him.
Launching later tonight.
Oh, hey Fortnite.
Does he play that chicken on his back?
Actually, that was a duck, Lives.
But yeah, basically Chapter 7, Season 3.
How many chapters now? I don't really keep
Yes.
up with Fortnite much. But
Fortnite is like one of the longest running live
John
service
Wick,
games, essentially. Let's see. It started before 2020, if you can believe that.
Ben, you can move.
Yes, thumbs up.
Now, if you're wondering how we end up on this new island, you'll have to jump into the Shattered event happening live inside Fortnite.
Oh, it's happening right after Summer Games Fest. Yeah, it's supposed to happen at 7 today, so hopefully Summer Games Fest wraps up in a readily enough amount of time if you want us to actually be able to play that.
The party starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, but the doors open early, and trust me, you'll want to stay to the very end of the event. I've got a little surprise.
Okay.
Oh.
The stage is set.
No, I haven't.
Also, hi, Dwayne Johnson. He does play the Foundation in Fortnite.
Fortnite Shattered.
More like Sharted.
Oh, next.
Now it's time for a special announcement from Bandai Namco.
Oh, Bandai
about
Namco.
one of the most influential sci-fi franchises ever created. On Earth,
Sunflower, the video game.
seasons, not sirens. For a moment, the future felt.
What sci-fi series do they own?
God Eater to an extent, but also, well, not owned, but there's Armored Core, that from Software, you know, does they have a contract with that, but Xenosaga, Super Robot Wars.
Is Xenosaga still going?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Explosions.
Excitement.
What is this Gundam?
Yeah, this might be Armored Core then. Okay, yeah, unless it is you know, a licensed game, in that case it would be, you know, Gundam.
Well, they did say it's apparently... I think they mentioned it's one of Bandai Namco's IPs.
Again, we shall see that.
Ah, God. Is this our Toys for Bob finally going to make that Gundam game they wanted to make decades ago, but they got Little Witchy Mischiefs instead?
Yeah, I do think it's Gundam.
I was gonna say, wow, Square Enix just gave Kingdom Hearts up like that.
Reminder, Xenosaga technically spawns from Xenogears, which later culminates in Xenoblade. And all this represented in Smash Ultimate by Pyra and Mifra's alt colors, referencing Xenogears.
There you go.
It's John Gundam!
John Gundam. Where's Jane Gundam?
She couldn't make it.
That's why I'm launching my new newsletter, Looking for Game. Thank you. I'll be curating and selecting games that deserve your attention every week and sending demos and exclusive playtest invites straight to your inbox. Head over to lookingfor.game to sign up with player.gg. Speaking of fun, unexpected games, this next title comes from a solo developer, Adrián Mulero from Spain. It is a co-op physics
What does solo developer mean?
Solo
Like,
developer.
it's
Wow.
one guy.
Usually.
Never knew
Guess.
never knew developers could come from the sun.
No. Oh
Wait.
no. Is this
Oh,
Untitled
yes.
Goose Game 2?
It's a completely different art style, though.
Well, okay, it looks too cartoony, yeah, but the mentality behind seems to be the same.
Did the first game have a lot of voice acting?
No.
No.
Okay, so it's just someone being inspired by it, probably.
Geese are funny.
Not Canadian ones, Shiri. Those things are rabid.
Well, this is made in Spain, so...
Spanish geese are funny. How else we have eggs floating in midair?
Oh gosh, that looks really hard. Maybe if we look for some more people.
So, a co-op game where they try to not kill their child.
Yeah.
Because they're terrible parents.
It's the
The
circle of
24th
life,
of
you know.
July, an extremely hard game.
Oh,
Oh, so
goody!
cute.
The very title's a pun, for your delight too.
I had to get used to it. There are more than I can count.
amazing studios. Over the past
So we got a new game coming out from a bunch of alumni from various studios.
Okay.
Oh, a global announcement.
So like a world premiere or
Probably.
They only do the world premiere thing at these.
Yeah, it usually happens at the Game Awards, so.
So usually they replace the term world premiere with global announcement at this, I guess.
More buzzwords to sound marketable.
They might as well replace it with, "Look at the screen, you idiots."
So that's what I say when I look at someone like you. Bully.
See, that's where we're different. I genuinely like most people.
Oh, well, then you're truly a sick fuck.
TNM. That's no moon.
Star Wars reference?
Did they name their studio after a movie quote?
I mean, are we setting on Alderaan right before he gets eclipsed? Like, we spent the entire journey with these two Alderaan soldiers, and then at the end we get blown off.
That's gonna be the plot twist. It's you think it's a game based, about two people on an epic journey through the mountains, but then the final scene is them looking at a map of the planet they're on. It says Alderaan on it, and the game ends by a shot of the Death Star, and it cuts to black.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time a game blatantly gave me the middle finger and told me everything I did was pointless. So.
I mean, it'd be better than what Remember Me did, the movie. I mean.
Ooh.
He said, "Don't touch him." And now it's a zombie game?
I'm more minded about the volcanic virus from Iron Man 3.
What the hell?
El Extremis.
The Extremis virus, yes.
I am not sure what I just watched, but from what I can tell, it's apparently a third-person shooter
Well,
with
it
some
seems to
horror
be
elements.
more, focused just on these two characters.
Crossfire!
I remember playing that as a kid.
I mean, sure, it looks fine. Again, you can tell that it tries to have more, spirit in it than the average Call of Duty plot.
In Crossfire, two opposing operators must form a temporary alliance. Depending on one another is their only chance of survival.
So it's the idea that, these are two unlikely allies, but as the players, you get to choose which characters you pair up?
A system that rewards tactical thinking, stealth, and repositioning. It's called adaptive cover.
Also, that is an amazing mustache, my dude.
It feels like these two are gonna be the next presenters at Mythbusters.
The complex terrain and the enemy's line of sight. It fundamentally
God, is Mythbusters still going?
I don't know.
And becomes an active skill to master.
You are right, though. They do look like they could be the successors to Alex and Jamie.
Crossfire. It's for all of you who, like us, love high-agency, single-player, story-driven games.
Sorry, Adam and Jamie.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Now get the fuck out.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jacob and Taylor. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we introduced the next game from Remedy Entertainment. Here's a new look at the mind-bending world of Control Resonant.
It's been 7 years. The oldest house has fallen. Everything we tried to contain is now loose in the streets of Manhattan.
Oh, is this? Yeah, this is Control.
Yeah, Control 2.
Yeah. We just got a trailer at the Sony State of Play.
It's all quite terrifying. keep searching for the solutions in every way we can.
They all float.
Before it's too late.
September 24th.
Right now, it's time for another Summer Game Fest exclusive, the announcement of the next game in a storied franchise.
Story franchise. Wow, Ace Attorney 7 looks wild.
I think this is the Kina. No, actually, this is not Kina.
Wait.
I thought this was a sequel, the sequel to Kina Bridge of Spirits, but I don't think so.
I was going to say, damn.
From the studio that brought you...
Flower, the game.
One of the most exhaustingly detailed and rewarding MMOs in existence.
Oh, maybe it's Guild Wars. They did mention that they were going to talk about it.
My god, it's Final Fantasy 17.
At the great spirits to whom we are bound. At the gods who hold dominion over all. We cannot guarantee your comfort or even your safety. But if you yearn for horizons unexplored, for fellowship and purpose, for a cause worth dying for, to you, we can promise magic.
Yeah, it's Guild Wars 3. Okay. I know one artist that I follow who is gonna be very, very happy about this. So.
Guild Wars 3.
Everyone watching both here.
So, any Guild Wars fans here?
I only know superficially about it. Basically, the joke tends to be that it's the MMO that you play if you don't really don't care about neither Final Fantasy 14 nor WoW. It's a step up compared to Elder Scrolls Online, but that's not saying much.
Guild Wars 3 is an epic world that is both beautiful and fun to explore, where the joy of movement is powered by your character's momentum.
I do like the logo, the banner that is stylized as the 3.
By launching on PC and PlayStation 5, we're inviting the biggest audience yet to experience the.
Yeah, the thing about MMOs for me is the price.
Well, yeah, obviously. But Waves, don't you know that now you can play the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14 for free up until Shadowbringers?
Beautiful. That's how they get you in.
Well, kinda, yeah.
Thanks, Colin. Get ready to blast across the galaxy with
Honestly, for the way the free trial is right now for 14, you do get quite a mileage.
Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Oh, Star Wars Galactic
streamlined a lot of the
Racer.
early content.
Yeah, to an extent. Mostly trimming the fat.
Now this is pod racing.
Since we were talking about Star Wars earlier, sure, why not?
So is this that new Star Wars racer game?
Yeah, so. And I think this is actually showcasing potentially also some of the pods.
So it looks like it's not limited to pod racing. I guess it's just all sorts of vehicles you can use,
Yeah,
including
it's
pods.
kind of like, I said Bulba. It's kind of like the first Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing.
And kind of like what Crossworlds is doing, where it has both the cars from racing games and the extreme gear from the Sonic Riders games.
Still no sequel to Super Bombad Racing.
So what, is Sabalba going to be like the final boss in this game or something? They seem to be showing a lot of cutscenes with him.
Apparently he's part of a plot to possibly your mentor or rival.
Wouldn't that be funny? The guy who notoriously cheats, I guess, reformed and becomes an honorable mentor.
If I've tried to kill Anakin, I think.
Stranger things have
Yes.
happened, and it's worth noting that if I recall correctly, when it comes to expanded universe, Sebulba's fate was left pretty much up in the air, as in he just lived a relatively normal life. So.
Yes, yes, Shiro, you have to go to an entirely different franchise, but yes, you finally get Extreme Gear back if you ignore Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Alright, what is this? Have you ever wondered, Joa, why we're here?
It's one of life's greatest mysteries.
And of Abyss, so, S.
That was certainly a bout of footage.
To be fair, they did showcase actual gameplay. Anyway, this is that tiny build.
Is this...
Oof.
Why do I need a gun to fish?
Oh!
Is this Sega? Finally, we're getting Sega Bass Fishing of the Dead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we were
more
fishing
point,
1 minute and then zombies. What?
It's that April Fool's gag from 14 years ago.
I guess there's something in the water that has turned these people to, and it's like a pressure resource. So.
Last Harbor.
A zombie fishing game?
Sure, why not? Dredge showcased you can make a Lovecraftian fishing game.
Okay.
We announced Sega's plans to bring back many of its
Boy, Sega really have had quite a showing at this show today. All that's missing is a Sonic game to go with it.
Today we've got your first ever look at the surprising scale and scope of the next installment. This is Virtua Fighter.
And Virtua Fighter, okay.
Alright.
Wait a minute, these characters aren't blocky. This isn't Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter, now starring Snoop Dogg.
From RGG Studio.
Yes, for many years people speculated that the one studio that could make a new Virtua Fighter game was the Ryoga Gotoku studio, and lo and behold, they're actually uploading that. Also, are we actually getting a story mode out of Virtua Fighter? That will be something.
I mean, haven't we sort of kind of had story modes,
Only
or at
the
least
manual.
lore from it?
Only the manual and the anime adaptation. Virtua Fighter is notorious for not even having arcade endings.
God, so really the most story we've gotten from them is in crossovers.
Well, no, it's in the manual and the crossovers reflect that.
Kill them all. Hey, it's me. There he is. Shit.
Oh, and I guess you do have some free segments.
So, Sega, since you seem to be all in and about, how about a new Nights into Dreams game announcement as well?
So they need to showcase before all the other, IPs they promised they're making new games of, like Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, and Golden Axe.
At least 2 of those series, Tio's mentioned. I think that only 3 Sonic Team have made anything of them.
That's why I say Nights,
you
but
did
yeah,
play
no.
Shauna.
That's your
Madam Sue?
Yeah, I think she's by Chan. Basically, Virtua Fighter's answers to Chun-Li.
New Virtua Fighter project with free movement stages, and the characters aren't looking like they're made out of Lego blocks.
Virtua Fighter Crossroads, not to be confused with Crossworlds.
Can we actually have Virtua Fighter characters then as promotion in Crossworlds? I will take them gladly over.
Oh, we're getting a Virtua Fighter showcase later.
I will take them gladly over stuff from the Nickelodeon package.
Honestly, they might as well eventually. Like Crossworlds seems to be.
And Jackie Brown were in, Sega, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing.
Like Crossworlds seems to be becoming Sega's new advertisement machine. So if it lasts long enough, I could definitely see them having
Here's
that.
another thing we saw at the State of Play: the new RuneScape spin-off.
So, Tio, as a RuneScape veteran, how does this make you feel?
Old, as Shira mentioned before.
When did RuneScape come out again?
the original version, 2001, if I recall correctly. Like I said, it is quite possibly one of the oldest free-to-play MMOs that you could play on a browser, mind you. As far as I'm concerned, I think one of the major first MMOs ever will be Ultima Online, but I don't remember when it came out precisely. Which wouldn't surprise me if that's the case, because Ultima as a franchise is basically the franchise you can trace back potentially the trendsetting of almost everything in modern game history, not even kidding.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Hi, Square Enix.
The Adventures of Elliot. Yeah, it's supposed to come out soon enough anyway.
Square are getting a lot of mileage out of Ascension, and I'm all for it. Orbitals.
The It Takes Two, but in anime.
Star Seeker Astroneer Expeditions.
I don't know about this one.
Oh, I thought we were going to have up the game.
Power up your play with Nintendo Switch 2.
That was definitely a trailer.
Yeah, that was just free games coming to the system. Nintendo.
Either
tell me you have more to show, or that you have a Nintendo Direct later this month.
I do wonder if that means that they're not, and that's why they just, because they also mentioned a couple of news separated on their own, just...
Funny you said Shiori.
Okay, if I recall correctly, don't Nintendo, like, always get a Direct in on June one way or another?
I don't know, we'll have to see. Also, I love that they had to reference the obligatory Archer shot in midair with slow-mo.
Also, yes, Shiro, you are correct. They're absolutely saving the Nintendo Direct to announce Deltarune Chapter 5.
Well, hello, Eidos Montreal.
Okay.
Oh, is this another Grounded title?
Yeah, possibly a crossover, event that they're having, because Eidos seems to be involved with this trailer. Wait. Ah, okay. But they were going to say that the crossover event is with Jurassic Park.
What the hell did we get ourselves into?
Yeah, similar to Sea of Thieves, Grounded has managed to be successful even without that many people talking about it.
Oh! Grounded 2.
From Xbox Game Studios, Obsidian, and Eidos Montreal.
Into the Abyss.
Into the Abyss update coming.
August.
Alright.
Two of Shiroid's friends freaking love Grounded.
Mm-hmm. It also has arachnophobia setting in case spiders are not really your thing.
I forget, what do they do? Is this one of those ones that blurs out the spider or changes it to a more cartoony?
They turn them into low polygon balls.
What matters?
How adorable.
Is the choice you make.
So we got Man in the Shadow.
When the cards are on the table.
Is this another Mafia game?
Mafia,
There you
the
go.
Old Country, Man of Honor.
It's the DLC expansion. There you go.
Yes, that was indeed a young Don Salieri from the original Mafia. Man of Honor expands Enzo's journey in Mafia, the Old Country this August. Okay, can you imagine working on something for 16 years of your life? Back in 2010, the creator of Assassin's Creed set out on a journey to build his next time-bending epic. Today, after many twists and turns, it is finally...
Oh boy, a game 16 years in the making. That doesn't sound like a potential episode of What Happened whatsoever.
Posh Digital Games. I can't remember precisely what the game could be.
To protect a world I cannot be.
So, okay, this is the second game with a bunch of it starts off with a trailer of sunflowers.
Alas, for Yorick, I hardly knew he.
It is my fate.
By God, it's Black Cat, the video game.
My life to facing them. Those granted.
Oh, the time of witch trials, I guess.
Those corrupted by their gifts. Tilting the ancient balance toward cataclysm.
Honestly, these look more like, honestly, yeah, this looks like the Neverlands. I did notice before the canals, so...
Oh, do we actually play as a witch? Complete with the black cats?
That's stereotyping, bro.
Every breath has led me to this moment.
Honestly, I don't remember any game about witches being in development for 16 years.
I take the first step. My time.
The plot twist is that you actually play as the black cats. 666. Amsterdam's. Oh.
1666. Yeah,
but how well will this lock in with the order 1880 whatever?
This really doesn't tell me anything.
1666 has been a monumental and emotional journey.
Please tell me you actually have gameplay footage, because I'm sorry, 16 years in the making, you gotta have something.
Instead of explaining features, I'll simply say this. As of right now, the prologue is free to download on Steam and Epic Game Store.
Well, you can download the prologue for free, Joseph. That's one way to...
Well, you know, hey, look. Imagine a demo being available before the game. Yes, thank you.
And it's out now.
Oh, and now another trailer.
Okay, actual gameplay to an extent.
Is this a game where you... does this have two campaigns? One where you're playing as this woman and the other one you're playing as her pet cat?
Maybe.
Possible.
Or maybe it's the cat acts as a familiar for specific missions.
Devil May Cry Witch Simulator.
So much red.
So are we evil?
Well, play the prologue and find out.
Still to come, we've got a lot of great announcements for you, including a special surprise guest.
Oh, I recognize that sound effect.
I saw Jigsaw earlier.
Wait, that's...
Oh my god, is Konami actually still publishing this?
Hey, Billy.
Geoff Keighly.
Hello.
I want to play a game.
Oh, you want to play a game? Well, that's great.
Saw Genesis.
All about playing games. It's perfect.
Roll the tape.
Yeah, to say the puppet on set is actually pretty neat. I wonder if I actually asked Lionsgate to give one of theirs.
Nice. I will say, this has been a pretty good show so far. The pace has been good. There's been a good enough variety with the installments.
Oh, Bluebird.
Oh, I see. Right. Now you got me imagining what would Geoff Keighley's Saw video be?
Our judgment is upon you.
Path to redemption. It strips away the lies that people tell themselves. Only then do they get to...
One thing you can say for Saw is that Tobin Bell sounding older actually kind of suits the Jigsaw Killer.
Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting
I
for
forget.
that sequel, Far Out, sequel in space, where Tobin Bell has been, Jigsaw has been digitized inside a computer and he starts tormenting the space station crew.
I was wondering, wait, was that Annabelle?
This looks like a prequel, Saw prequel.
They say it was just called Saw Genesis.
Because it's about a World War I veteran.
Yeah, okay. I remember hearing some people accusing the Saw franchise of going over the top, like, apparently the main bad guy had become a supernatural entity who was immortal and could keep coming back.
It's more of a case of, John Kramer becomes ridiculously good at guessing where people will be at what time.
Sign up for the closed alpha as a 3v1 multiplayer horror game.
Yeah, they're kind of trying to capitalize on the Dead by Daylight craze, I guess.
So what, is this going to establish that the main antagonist was somehow alive back then?
Or it's someone that he took inspiration from.
Fair point.
CI Games, players first.
Or is this Lords of the Fallen?
You of wings made out of arms.
And she's naked.
PS5, Xbox, Epic, and Steam.
What is this?
A game not coming to Nintendo.
Yet.
Lords of the Fallen 2.
It's the Souls-like game that nobody cares about.
I never played the first, so congrats to any fans.
That we're getting a second one.
Basically, here's the thing, Waves. They did the first one, they made a reboot, and this is a sequel to that reboot.
Wait. Why did they need to reboot when
because
the
the
game
first one
only
sucked
won?
a lot.
Okay, so how much does the reboot improve stuff?
Enough to be a bit more memorable, but not very much. Yeah, they did mention that I think it's called like Squad Zero or something. It's the new Star Wars game that was teased a while ago.
What do you got for me, Bennick? Word Silius. Coyle's been spotted meeting with local gangsters. Find out what they're up to.
I've been tracking Fathom for months. She's at the center of it all.
All right, let's get a team together.
Every strike counts.
Yeah, because I think, if I recall correctly, they're basically making it XCOM style type of game.
Yeah. Not my biggest cup of tea, but hey, I play my occasional Stratcom, so maybe. So what, is this set in like the days of the old Republic, I wonder?
That's the thing. We've seen characters from both the Republic era and the Empire era.
Yeah, but it had the Republican CIS ships.
Maybe it'll be set in between
Anakin's
the original.
in the game.
Oh, okay. I
Zero
guess this
Company,
takes place
there
during
you
the
go.
prequels then. Unless Anakin was just like a special super character who's not
Or
regarded
again,
in
the
the
story
story.
spans over the years. It starts in the Republic era, but then bleeds into the Empire one.
Is ready to take you into a brutal new world where vampires have emerged from hiding.
Okay, sounds like we've got a vampire game. Can't let the zombies have all the fun now, can we?
Amazon delivery.
Amazon will deliver even during a vampire attack.
Okay. Yummers.
Mr. Bezos sends his regards.
Zero positive. God damn it. This is AB+.
Oh my god, is this a sequel to Morbius?
There's more
Oh my god!
Retain all of the vampire stuff. If anything could be done here, the game that was done by the team behind Life is Strange.
Also, kudos. The black guy is wise and gets the hell out of Dodge when things are clearly going down.
Okay, I don't think this is Vampire the Masquerade.
We go back and forth between 1349 and present day.
Jova, the sad thing about what you said is they would be made to deliver during an apocalypse.
Yes.
They adore me. You're a pawn in Prentice's hands, nothing more.
This won't end well for you.
I've done the unthinkable for my own family.
So I guess maybe the modern day setting is framing device and you play mostly in the medieval time.
So I'm guessing we play as a vampire who, you know, doesn't want to feast on humans, so he fights other vampires for it.
Wait, this I'm kind of reminded a bit of Legacy of Kain to an extent.
The Blood of Dawnwalker.
This is the game that it's published by Namco. It's done by a lot of people that went away from CD Projekt Red. It's basically a The Witcher spiritual successor.
The game director of The Blood of Dawnwalker. What you just saw was an invitation to join us on an adventure. Adventure through eras and cultures in our story-driven open-world dark fantasy saga. The first part, a CGI, shows where our saga leads to, a present-day adventure. The gameplay segment that followed is from our current game, and it's an origin story of Cohen. I hope you will have as much fun playing our game as we had making it. Thank you, and have a great rest of the show.
All right then.
Moving on.
Thanks, Conrad. Next, the creators of Among Us have been hard at work on a new project.
A new project, different from Among Us.
We already know, thanks to Paramount Plus, that the Among Us TV show has finally been released.
A new standalone game.
Oh no, is it like a visual novel?
Go in, it's safe.
Oh,
a task to do.
We made a totally safe simulation.
A crime to solve.
These starts to not feel, you know, like a different much of a game.
No, you just have to solve murders about who killed who, and you can get ejected.
On guard.
So basically, it's Among Us, but playing more like Ace Attorney. Oh my god!
Oh no. Guys, I hate to tell you, your 6 years are a bit too late for these memes. I know that you're trying, but this is not it anymore. And they're here probably to promote the animated series.
Whoever's in there's really struggling in that outfit. One on the left. We're dead.
Look, I know fans
I mean,
have been
it sure
dying for
is.
updates, but there's a dead body right there. And the imposter could be any one of us. I think this calls for an emergency meeting.
So you'd rather call a meeting than complete our task? That's suspicious. I'll have to report this to Mira HQ.
Oh, no, I mean, I don't think there's any need.
Take it up with admin. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Get hyped for chaos!
I also find it interesting that thanks to stuff like the collab with Vampire Survivors, they sort of canonize the fact that the imposter tends to usually be the purple color one. And his promotion to the animated series.
I heard that started.
Yeah, it just got released today on Paramount Plus. Like, this was in development for a while, nobody knew what was happening anymore, and they just dumped it.
Was it you?
Whoever smelt it dealt it. If only there was someone who could take charge.
lot of screaming.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it is also quite a stupidly popular cast.
What's back there?
Oh, really? We have to kill the imposter! We're so happy to have you among us. Or is it amongst us? I always forget.
Would you believe me if I said some of our biggest surprises at SGF are still to come? Stay tuned, and it turns out there's more coming from one of this year's best-reviewed games, 007 First Light. Here's a first tease.
007.
Story mission coming later this year.
We've received an urgent call from Aleph, James.
They say you must provide amazing footage for the Summer Games Fest to convince more people to buy the game.
Our alliance with Bavma is fragile at best, but if he has what he claims to have...
So this is additional story content for First Light?
I don't know, I remember that guy pressing one of the trailers.
Best of luck.
Yeah,
Bavma will return in...
And he's got a golden
007
bullet.
First Light.
Okay.
Oh!
Wait, did he steal the golden gun?
Final Fantasy 14 Online
Yeah,
coming
they
to
did
Nintendo
mention
Switch
that it
2,
was
yeah.
being released also for Switch 2. Turok.
Turok Origins.
The new game being developed.
So Bavma stole the golden gun.
So is Nintendo's main contribution to the Summer Games Fest going to be just popping and saying, hey guys, these games are coming to our system, bye?
Oh, is this the Gothic remake?
Yeah, Nintendo got the new strategy. Instead of interrupting our stream for ad breaks, we'll be the ad breaks.
I guess it works. It still is technically announcement stuff.
Yeah, she actually made a good point. They're acting like ad breaks to an extent, which I get it, but it would be more hilarious if they had these top VP commercials. I think this is the game that they showcase also at the Game Awards that is done by a Chinese studio.
Like the music.
A villain that looks like an owl? Shira, you'll get Rhythm Heaven after I get a remake of the Unholy War.
To be fair, Waves, the new Rhythm Heaven is being actually, in development. It's about to release. And say the same about, Your Desire. Fight Birds. Atreya.
Right.
This music sounds like it would not be out of place in a Lion King video game.
Aeon.
Aeon.
I'm looking to find the source of the disturbance and end it. To do that...
Ah, Wuthering Waves. Wait, CD Projekt Red are collabing with
the Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Man, Cyberpunk Edge Runner is having collabs with the more unexpected sources.
Run. I'll erase you at the finish line. Deleting your ass.
Come on! Eat less! Loser!
I can feel it. That Nightmare Tessa Discord is looking for us.
Lucy!
Neat.
That was a look at what's ahead for Wuthering Waves and its collab with Cyberpunk Edge Runners on June 8th. Now, if you want to track all the games shown today, head to player.gg/SGF to see the full lineup and wish list your favorites across all platforms. Right now, it's time for news on a massive expansion coming to a franchise that has been on this stage before.
Oh. Capcom. Is this Monster Hunter?
Maybe an expansion for Wilds.
Yeah, looks like it.
I mean, again, World and Rise did have them, so this is not too surprising.
Wyveria negated the weight of buildings and mounted the sky.
I can't stop wondering, how can all this exist up amongst the clouds?
Monster Hunter is one of those things where, yeah, I get it. It definitely helps pay Capcom's bills, but it's practically guaranteed to show up at any of these shows at this point.
Again, along with Resident Evil, it's basically Capcom's major money-making franchise anyway.
Like, yeah, Capcom have been treating Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and Monster Hunter like their babies. Now, they have said time and time again that they want to raise up some of their other series like Devil May Cry, Mega Man, and...
Too powerful to tame, too difficult to reproduce. Sounds like an elder dragon.
Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance.
You know it's all for nothing. Still you press on.
Sargon Shanghai. I always read acronyms as a word. Never heard of TAGAR. I stepped into a dream. Whatever the name of this game is.
Oh, it's another Souls-like. Yeah, definitely seeing the inspiration.
So, fighting a floating carpet with a head.
It's definitely imaginative.
Hmm.
Oh, you have a parry move with a parasol. Interesting. Also summoning, okay.
Kong Kong Z.
It seems that your summon stays on quite a bit.
Hey, do you remember that scene in Aladdin where the magic carpet suddenly grew a head?
Oh, grab attack.
Nothing up my sleeves.
Swords of Legends.
Bit generic as a title.
Well, I mean, calling it Swords of Noobs, it's not exactly a very impressive sounding title either.
That was a new look at gameplay from Swords of Legend, a fantasy.
Yeah, it looks fun, like Shira said.
There you saw a boss fight against Kong Kong Zi, with each move pulled from real centuries-old Chinese magic tradition. Now, how about a little toy car magic? Get ready for lots of loop-de-loops and massive jumps with the announcement of the biggest Hot Wheels racing game yet.
You know, loop-de-loops and massive jumps could spark some people to think Sonic until she specified about Hot Wheels.
What about Hot Wheels with Sonic on it?
I mean, it is a blue car.
And King Kong.
Wait, is this going to be an open world Hot Wheels game?
Greetings from Wheelswood.
Cute duck cars.
And Ferrari.
Gotta get that collab in money somehow, Dwibs.
Just shocked Lewis Hamilton wasn't in it. She really likes the duck cars.
I guess some of these tracks are at least based on some of the Hot Wheels set.
I mean, you'd probably love it more if it was Goose. Geese.
Hot
Wheels Infinite Rush, coming out this September.
Everything in September and October, goddamn.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Here's Sonic.
Oh, there's Sonic.
Super speed, iconic rivalries, photo finishes, Sonic X. Who's up next? Oh, okay. So we got the
Teenage
Ninja
Mutant
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
I think we already knew this was coming.
Avatar.
Or it was already.
Definitely knew about that one. Yeah.
I still need to figure out if I can play.
Oh, right. That's the recap. This is... Okay, year 2.
Sonic Adventure.
Hey, City Escape!
Godzilla.
Yes!
Cool.
That's alright.
Evangelion! What?
And we've got a new indie game question mark.
Getting a new car. Getting the
Sonic
car
Pico
changer.
Park.
Oh god.
Oh, no, it's one of those.
What? Wait, what? What's wrong with Pico Park?
It is a rage bait game.
Everyone is tethered together and everyone needs to collaborate in order to get...
Well, see, the Sonic series itself is rage bait, so it fits.
Also, yeah, getting the fucking card Shinji, or Ray will have to do it again.
Crossworlds keeps on delivering. I guess Sega really are willing to commit to this game. Probably helps that it's making them enough money.
Could have like a new standalone Sonic game. That would be lovely.
Oh no!
What?
Attack on
That's
Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Oh.
And it's done by one of the Musou teams from Tecmo Koei.
So is this like a solo thing or a what's it called? Survival?
I don't remember. I remember there were already some Tecmo Koei Attack on Titan games, but so I think maybe this is a sequel to those. Because to be fair, they did not really adapt to the later arcs. Yeah, I can definitely tell this was done by the same team who did Berserk and the Band of the Hawk.
So, fitting time, Shiroi, for us to get Godzilla, since he's also crossing over with Sonic in comics.
Yes.
And you know what this also means, Shiroi? Once again, Godzilla and Hatsune Miku are in the same game.
What was the other one?
They've been in also...
Fortnite, I think?
They've been in several... Oh, yes, Fortnite was the ultimate culmination of it, with them even participating, giving an attack during the Zero Hour stuff, but it's lately been a trend that Hatsune Miku and Godzilla have been crossing over. There's even also a movie where they both showed up in as well.
Street racing collide. This is
I know it's like a different program, but can they would they be allowed to add Teto? I like Teto.
Possible.
Maverick
Teto has been. I've noticed that the popular trio seems to be Miku, Teto, and I think the yellow blonde hair is called Akita.
So now we
I
got
also
a
like
game
Gumi.
called. So we got a game called Clutch, which involves a load of crashing and people throwing things.
Yeah, we did mention that it was going to be shown.
My friend said you can help me.
Right. I was right. Miku, Teto, and Akita. Basically, triple bakas, they're called.
So this is actually having a story similar a bit to, FIFA The Journey. So you're basically playing the core component is the racing, but the drama happens in between the races.
I did all that for you to get out of trouble. Now I'm in deeper than when I started. I can't be taking risks like this. I'm a lead driver in the R1K.
I've tried to help you. I'm not going to jail for you.
Jail? Damn, a racing game involving prison.
I mean, there's like a ton of getaway films like that.
Also Fast and Furious.
Oh, I didn't want to mention that because it was too easy, but yeah, Fast and Furious.
Alright, next.
But their sons will plant fear or respect.
So we've got an army that styles its colours after Wolverine.
You'll be surprised, Lives. Oh, is this...
Every battle strategic.
Is this Chivalry? This is more akin to the Total War games.
Every battle visceral.
Games like this are they're alright. I just they're not particularly my cup of tea.
Chronicles Medieval.
Chronicles Medieval.
I know by that title alone, it won't be Shiroi's cup of tea.
These kinds of games already aren't my thing anyway.
Alright, in case you want an alternative to Total War, I guess.
We have lots more Summer Game Fest ahead, and trust me, you definitely will want to stick around. Right now, here's a new look at Sea of Remnants from NetEase.
A game with band and fish.
Fish.
Don't kiss the fish, you don't know where that's been.
A pirate game?
With a very puppet aesthetic.
I honestly love the style they're going for.
I know that at least one of these characters will be the next Tumblr sexy man.
So, a puppet pirate game where they can rock out.
I think we already saw footage of these in the past, to some degree.
Really? I don't... If we did, it's from someplace I don't recall.
Or at the very least it was more of a snippet, but this is new stuff, definitely.
I'm pretty sure the presenter said, like, another look at this, so it has been shown somewhere before, at least.
It looks nice, I just hope we can maybe get some gameplay footage to get an idea of how it plays.
No, you will get footage of that one person kissing a fish and you'll like it.
Thanks, Jeff.
SCWRM.
Oh, Capcom?
Merchandise.
The Capcom collectibles.
Hey, Leon.
Is it me or is there something
They don't pay me too much for this.
Seems different. Has he always had that mustache? He doesn't
Truly's like, hey.
Hey, buddy, what's your deal?
Howdy. Name's Ryu. What's all this mess about me being different?
Well, look at
I don't remember I'm a Marvel and I'm a DC looking like this. So.
Oh, I loved that show back in the day. Although, I remember he talked about how he had to put in a lot of work because so many of the figures were different sizes, so we had to frame stuff just right.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it's about their regular sales return.
Yeah, I mean, I got a good chunk of the Resident Evil games with this sale.
We did something like that at the Game Awards with a creative. We used Maximilian.
I might pick up the classic Resident Evil titles on Steam despite the DRM.
Looks like they got a new. Oh, wait.
Is that Agent 47?
Agent 47.
So who they got? A kickboxer?
Oh wait, is this going to be replacing that Conor McGregor thing?
47? Not for enough.
Wiz Khalifa.
I don't know who that is.
Wiz Khalifa, he's the guy who does the main vocals for See You Again on Fast and Furious 7. He's a rapper, basically.
And now he's going to be Agent 47's next target. I'm guessing... Yeah, I think I know what happened.
Oh my god, Power World.
They did that Conor McGregor level, but all the stuff came out about him, so they got rid of it, and now they're replacing it pretty much with Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, and yes, I'm deliberately talking over this because I don't give two shits about Power World.
Actually, you can tell me this. What happened with Conor McGregor? I don't know, like misconduct?
You can say that.
Okay.
Power World 1.0.
Now the Tree of Life?
Yeah, because Yggdrasil was a thing in Digimon.
July 10th.
There you have it. Power World 1.0 is coming out on July 10th. Now, at the start of the show, I mentioned we'll have lots of new worlds to explore today, and the return of some long-awaited ones as well. This next game falls into that last category. It's been a long 8 years.
How somber, Jeff.
8 years.
Oh, The Wolf Among Us Season 2, finally.
Oh my lord.
Oh my God, finally.
We have been waiting for this one.
People are dying. Some monster is out there. Word around the precinct is you're the guy to call.
Bigby. Sheriff? I'll have your job within the week.
Are you living under a rock? You're a raging dumpster fire of a person.
You're the reason I'm here.
She's a detective.
Ooh, Bigby sounds a bit different. And again, it has been 8 years.
Ready to get to work?
The Wolf Among Us 2.
Okay.
Next year, we promise. Oh, are we making a remaster of the original?
I know I don't look human.
His lips are sealed, but I'm not helpless. See you around.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Looking for me.
With Solid Snake?
He looks like Solid Snake, but trust me, he sounds different.
There you go, The Wolf Among Us remastered.
Dandy.
Holiday DC.
Well, I guess we can hold off on doing Wolf until the remastered version comes
Sure.
along.
And as we wait for his new adventure in 2027, check out The Wolf Among Us remastered this holiday. Now, this next game comes from an acclaimed studio that is deep into development on its next project.
Trackside Bro.
Wow, Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks weird.
Jova, no.
The sad thing is, they're still insisting that that thing's a thing. Like, I don't know, the writing feels not just written on the wall, the writing feels carved into the wall at this point with that game. That said, I don't know, maybe they're in trouble with a government like they were with Skull and Bones, so maybe now Beyond Good and Evil 2 has to come out. I don't know.
So we got a game involving orange goop.
My favorite. Yummy.
There are quite a few games involving orange goop now that I think about it.
Yeah, like Hollow Knight.
You're acting a little strange today.
Hope. That's what's written on the shirt.
Truly, the game's way of subtly hinting to us that there is co-op in this, I guess, cyberpunk future by the looks of how much of a cyborg that guy looks
It's
like.
funny because in my country drove out the term co-op just without the sign in the middle. It's actually the brand of a supermarket chain.
Like Coop.
No, it's actually written, it's actually read as co-op.
Oh. I'm sorry, my dude. The Akira convention is over that way.
Honestly, I'm more reminded of Resident Evil.
I feel like Resident Evil's kind of the go-to for almost any battle horror, but you know what? Fair enough. The tentacles do scream more Resident Evil.
The kind of mutation.
So Resident Evil Cyberpunk version.
So...
Wait. Why am I reminded of Stellar Blade a bit by these visuals? Wait. Is this a Stellar Blade sequel?
Stellar Blades.
Ooh, ripped right out of his jaw.
It reminds me a bit of PN03.
Oh, it is Stellar Blade.
Yes, it is Stellar Blade. Blood
Stellar
Rain.
Blade, Blood Rain.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it was like the style was starting to remind me of Stellar Blade, and there you go.
So it's South Korean production.
Sequel developed entirely by the original team that's here today, set in the same universe as
And the
Stellar
team are here as well.
continues the story beyond the events of the first game, introducing a new protagonist who you saw there, Evie. It's early in development, and we will have more to share.
And with a new protagonist as well. Intriguing.
But not quite. It's been almost exactly 3 years since Street Fighter VI was released in June 2023. What's ahead? This is Street Fighter VI Year 4.
I was almost thinking there was going to be an announcement of Street Fighter 7.
Oh, hi, Ingrid.
Is already entering year 4, but I can sense that we already have new challengers on the horizon.
Yes,
new character.
You know, I do wish they'd probably cross over in more fighters from, you know, Capcom's Reservoir. Since, you know, you guys aren't doing Marvel vs. Capcom, so since Street Fighter is basically the baseline for Marvel vs. Capcom's gameplay, throw in some Capcom fighters from your other series.
Hi, Tifa.
Oh, well, speaking of crossovers...
I think this was Lisa.
She looks cute.
Again, Street Fighter gets Tifa, Tekken gets someone for fucking Bucky the Grappler.
Everyone's playing musical chairs with who crosses over where.
Nakayama-san, director of Street Fighter 6, and Hamaguchi-san, director of Square Enix.
Well, there's your square fighting.
We are pleased to announce that we will be pushing back Kingdom Hearts 4 even more back at Square Enix. Thank you, that is all.
So does that mean that we can get for cross-promotion a Street Fighter event in Ever Crisis?
Anniversary. And today, we're announcing this special collaboration with Final Fantasy.
No, that's where Sora's going.
No. Look, if Kingdom Hearts is so reticent into having actual Final Fantasy in it unless people, you know, start screaming that loud, I think, you know, the franchise should actually repay such courtesy.
That's exactly why our goal was this. To bring to life a Tifa who truly fights within the world of
I don't remember the other three characters, but like, are they completely new entries?
マテリアもそのままではなく新たなバトルシステムとして再設計しています。
Everything from her design to movement has been rebuilt as Tifa the Street Fighter. Materia has also been reimagined as a new gameplay system.
そして今日はまだお見せできないんですが、ファイナルファンタジーの象徴的な要素もバトルに落とし込んでいます。
We cannot show it today, but we adapted an iconic Final Fantasy element to the battle experience.
ティファの戦いはまだまだ終わりません。ぜひこれからの展開にも期待してください。
Tifa's fight is far from over. We hope you all look forward to what's coming next.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you to Hamaguchi-san and Nakayama-san for coming all the way from Japan to join us for that special moment on stage. Then we'll see you guys again later this year. All right. Well, now it has come time for our final announcement.
Our last thing.
What's it going to be, guys?
Alpha.
It's going to be everything all at once.
Besides this, get ready for the final battle.
What does he mean by this?
It's High Guard
Final
2.
battle?
A shadow fell upon our planet.
What am I looking at here?
Hands up. Hi, Sephiroth.
Wait.
Finally,
Oh,
about
it's
damn
going to
time.
be the final part.
Part 3.
Oh, is this the next installment?
Part 3, yes, there's Meteor. The weapons. You saw her weapon. Ultima.
Now, hope endures in those who fight.
Long story short,
The High Wind that you can control, finally.
for a while.
So what are we waiting for? Let's give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime.
The parachuting on Midgar. Actually, no, somewhere else. I guess you can drop in Fortnite style. Yeah, here's Vincent playable.
But they wait until the final part to make him playable.
Possibly to appease, to give new content, here's Seed playable.
It is kind of a shame that, as far as the remake goes... Oh, whoa!
Cute!
Mostly because I guess you also visit the Buta area.
Interesting. kind of a shame that as far as we know, there's no point in the remake trilogy where you can have, like, you know, all the player characters active while they're all alive.
Here's Ruby Weapon, I noticed.
Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
So what's the name?
Revelation.
Revelation.
Damn it! Not Reunion.
Oh, fucking generic.
Never would have made this far without you guys. And I won't let you down. I promise.
Alright, well, I kind of wish we were given like a release date, like say next year.
No, he's not done yet. Please join me in welcoming back to Summer Game Fest.
Alright, I guess that's why Square was not at the state of play.
Hamaguchi-san.
I'm back.
I'm sorry, but Reunion was right there. Yes, it was the one everyone was guessing, but that doesn't mean you had to do something different.
Like, they said the word in the trailer. They know it exists.
Nora did mention that he and the other, you know, directors sat down and thought a lot about what word to pick, so this was not chosen casually.
And we've only been able to come this far thanks to every single one of you who continue to believe in this story and waited for this moment with us.
今作のテーマは決意です。クラウドたちは最後の戦いに進むため、それぞれの決意と向き合います。
The central theme of this title is resolve. Cloud and his companions each confront their own destinies and find the resolve to march toward the final battle.
そして私自身もこのシリーズを完結させるという決意を胸にこの作品と向き合ってきました。
I too have carried a promise in my heart throughout this journey, the resolve to see the series through to its very end.
皆さんに最高の形でお届けします。ぜひ見届けてください。
We're committed to delivering this experience in its ultimate form. Please stay with us and witness what lies beyond that resolve.
Today, to help guide us on our path, please show me in Welcome to the Stage, the voice of Vincent Valentine, Matt Mercer.
Hello, Matthew Mercer.
In case you don't know, that's Vincent's English BA. He was a fan of the original game and always wanted to have a voice role in a project tied to it, so they gave him that.
My God, he looks
very surprising considering most of the rest of the cast is tied to TV actors, so instead they chose him for Vincent.
What do you say?
Then again, Sid also has an anime prominent voice actor, so I don't know.
As we reunite with our heroes, the meteor looms in the skies above.
Yeah, the June on Awakening.
Of your mission and the grave threats you'll
Rufus being an asshole.
upon your journey.
Yep.
And face the epic conclusion.
Hojo doing his thing. Sephiroth comforting his good friend Cloud.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Mom.
The outskirts of Midgard to the sun-drenched Medial archipelago.
Colorful.
Yeah, we get to see Wu-Tang.
Simply pick a direction and set sail.
God, the Iwind is so cool.
It does look cool.
You need to cover ground fast.
It most certainly is.
And
cool.
Yuffie's gonna throw up all over it.
Don't worry, these parachutes are top of the line. Pull the cord and pop. You'll be
Cat.
I love that they found a suitable size parachute for kids.
Whee!
Pilot the high wind to your destination and take a
Where we dropping, boys?
Literally. I guess they took the idea of parachuting into a specific location and made it an actual mechanic. That's pretty neat, instead of landing the entire thing.
You know later they're gonna make a spin-off for a Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale based off of this.
They already did. It was called, you know, First Soldier.
Yes, but they'll do it again, and this time you drop in from the high wind with iconic characters from the franchise.
Ensemble of heroes, each with their own story that brings you closer together than ever. But a good unit needs more than friendship to save the day. It needs a disciplined combat regiment. The hybrid battle
Alright,
system
new gameplay
established in
mechanics.
Remake and refined in Rebirth.
Nice.
I guess they found a new Japanese voice actor for.
Yes, for they did mention this in development that for Rebirth they deliberately just use recycled lines and minimize the presence of his character. That's why Elena fits his role for most of the game. But for the third game, they were going to recast him.
And of course, call on mighty
No, the English dub keeps the same.
turn the tide of battle.
Alright.
Right then.
Can we have an estimation for a release date, please?
It's coming out in
Tomorrow.
2032.
That's optimistic.
I'm nothing if not an optimist, but also a realist.
Okay, I mean, I'm not one to ask for release date if they aren't 100% confident in it yet.
Might be a little biased, but since you brought it up, let's have
At least, like, tell the people how much the very expensive complete collection box set is gonna be.
I know, it's like, come on, guys.
£200.
This time with wings.
Dirge of Cerberus.
Return to my coffin until we've put Sephiroth in peace.
Vincent is
Oh.
Yeah, Vince's mechanic. What does he do? It's high noon. Get it? Because it's played by Mad Mercer in English.
the result of experimentation.
Writer's
Beautiful.
pet.
Vincent can transform
Watch, as it turns out, Vincent is the key to solving the time travel conundrum.
combined with the skills of a certain ace
And then Tio clapped.
Actually, Kate Seep is my boy, Joe.
Is he a second? Is this your second favorite?
I like to think about it.
Of course, the cat is best character.
Also, like I said, I love the irony that Sid speaks with a southern accent, but Dwibs insists on just giving him a British accent in our playthroughs.
I cast British on you.
Well, I mean, Trevor, okay. British voice acting in Final Fantasy has not exactly been.
Oh my god, it's so adorable.
Whoa! Kate, what are you wearing?
I was gonna say, Trevor, historically, Final Fantasy hasn't exactly had a load of British voice acting. It's only recently that's been the case. You know, mostly with 14 and 16.
Hey, guys, if you're making other costumes, it is beyond time that you give Cloud back his dress.
Yes, thank you.
This is, they're taking a cue from Ever Crisis. One thing they added recently was the idea that the costume gave you like a special ability tied to it. So
I wouldn't be surprised. I've heard some rumors that apparently they might be merging elements from Ever Crisis into the remake trilogy.
I mean, plot-wise, definitely, we still need to understand what the fuck is happening in Wutai. Oh, here's the minigame where Tifa had to get out.
Please tell me we still get the slap fight with Scarlet.
Can we make it an actual fight since they both actually know how to fight? Like, can we?
Sure, why not? Though it would be funny if at least for a bit it's slapping before they actually get serious.
Yeah, like they can start it off like that, but like make it a fight.
An actual boss idea. And when it turned out, Scarlet just uses the mechs to make it fair for her opponents. She's actually a demon in hand-to-hand combat.
Revelation. I think I speak for all of us when I say we cannot wait to play it.
But Matt, I think we ended the video too early. I hate to leave a story unfinished.
Is that right? Well then, we better take a look.
Another one.
Another one.
Yeah, this is like the 4th trailer.
You wait a while for the use of this game and you get a whole bunch of it at once.
They said a story unfinished, so is it like something they didn't like properly develop in the original, or like I don't.
More like, if I had to guess, maybe they actually allow you to fight Cyber in this.
Does that thing have a literal portal to the beach coast in its body?
No, remember, he had something like that in the original game.
At last, the promise is fulfilled. The journey ends here.
Maybe next year. Okay, then.
Okay.
And here's
here
the
it
complete
is.
version. Now on sale, spring 2027.
How
Also
much?
simultaneously on all platforms.
There you have it. Final Fantasy VII Revelation coming to all platforms next spring, which is appropriate for today because SGF is really a celebration of games across all platforms. Thank you to
You'll find out later.
I mean, at least this was an actually good last thing, unlike the last time.
Yes.
Yeah, no, honestly, this show as a whole was pretty good.
I think the middle part was a bit weak, but overall still solid.
Yeah.
I agree. It had a good opener. Oh my god, I just realized something. It opens with a remake and ends with a remake. Opens with Code Veronica remake, ends with the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Opening night live, streaming live on Tuesday, August 25th. Until then, have a great summer, everybody.
Alrighty.
And that's a show, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, that's it. Alright, Joe.
Probably won't be watching Gamescom since those announcements are just kind of...
Never mind, the dweebs are you first.
I'll agree with Tio. It was a bit saggy in the middle, but the early and end announcements helped to make up for it. The new Hitman DLC, which totally isn't replacing a problematic guy we did earlier, we swear. Platinum Games getting another shot at doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Yeah, I'm a believer in second chances. Resident Evil, not Code Veronica. I haven't played the. What's the original like? Is that a typical Resident Evil-like game from at least from at the time?
Using the formula of 1, 2, and 3, or 10 controls and fixed camera.
Alright, so I'll probably just play the remake. And obviously, yeah, the Final Fantasy Restore, Rebirth,
Revelation.
But yeah, all in all, it had a good beginning, a bit of a wimpy middle, and a good end. So it's like watching one of those really long movies where you're excited at first, it starts to sag off, and then it has an awesome climax at the end. Yeah, that's me done.
Java, again, drop from Fortnite and give us your final thoughts, please.
Yeah, no, this was honestly really a good show. I did like the start with the Code Veronica remake stuff. Some of the stuff was a bit more footage than I liked, but I feel like what we got shown was still pretty nice and interesting. The not Ghost of Tsushima game has me interested. I'm definitely going to follow the agreement that it definitely has some peaks and valleys. It was most notably really big around the start and ending. The middle point wasn't bad per se. We got some stuff like the Star Wars Stratcom game and the Racer as well. That looked interesting. The Sonic Crossworlds announcement was pretty good. I am pleased to see how much Sega is, committing to, letting that game prosper and grow, honestly, because it's just, it's good to see them commit and not, flee. I'm guessing it had enough sales here. And yes, Sonic does indeed now add Godzilla. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get Virtua Fighter in maybe around the time the new game gets released to collab and showcase it.
Mm-hmm.
The Hot Wheels game looks nice. I am a bit intrigued by the idea of an open world Hot Wheels game. I can't help but wonder if they're taking some cues from Mario Kart World, like, oh, look, an open world that's basically your obstacle course to do whatever you want with cars, essentially. The collabs are there and on point, but that still seems interesting. Yeah, Sega did a lot of heavy lifting. Virtua Fighter. I think most people tend to think of Virtua Fighter as blocky because of the Akira assist trophy and Smash being blocky. It's like, guys, they know what polygons are. It's just nostalgia. Okay, I will give the show credit also. Even when there was stuff that wasn't my cup of tea, I never felt like I was being held hostage on a show that was dragging or anything, you know. I think that's the good mark of a show with good pacing here and there. It didn't feel like they were wanking off any one game too much, honestly. It felt like there's a little something for everyone, even stuff like Grounded with the Grounded 2 sequel. Like I said, Wolf Among Us 2, glad to see that coming. I do like how most of these titles seem to have a 27 release in like the window. I think most of these, although that said, I forget if we got a release date for that game that's 16 years in the making, the one where you play as a witch. Yeah, 1666. Did we get a release window for that? I know that they mentioned we were getting a demo,
I don't remember.
But yeah, no, of course, I'll give them credit. They got a good ending with the final fight, the final announcement, Final Fantasy. Cute. That being said, though, it does look interesting. I will say this, they were surprisingly sparing with what they revealed from it. I'm guessing either they want to try and save their secrets or they're planning to maybe do a bit of a slow burn of intel for the game as time comes, or who knows, maybe they're going to keep things under wraps for the most part. But yeah, no, overall, I'm going to say it. Summer Games Fest, this was a pretty good show. It may not have had everything I was hoping for, like, I might have liked to have seen a brand new Sonic game, and of course, Ace Attorney, sadly, but to be fair, Ace Attorney debuting on a Western show is, like, practically unheard of. I think the only times the game technically debuted over in the West was for, like, the re-releases. You know, those are the re-releases, essentially. You know, what you gonna do? This was actually pretty good, though. Like, again, even if I didn't get all the stuff I wanted, I'd say it was still a show that definitely had the sauce, if you get what I mean. Like, it gets me pumped for stuff that comes next, which, hey, you know, that's what E3 was supposed to be about, so I'm glad to see Summer Games Fest doing that, and not just being a bunch of hot air, essentially. So, well done, Geoff. You done good this year on Summer Games Fest. Now, please, do good this year in Game Awards as well.
No promises are
all
made.
right.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. There were only a handful of things I was particularly interested in, but the show itself was, like, it was just done really well, I suppose. Like, because the Game Awards at the end of the year is incredibly hit and miss. This was largely consistent. 2 new Cuphead games. I'm surprised we haven't brought that up again. That's crazy.
Oh, right. Yeah, that and the Among Us stuff as well.
Like one fully hand-drawn, like, game from, like, again, and also one that they made for My Monkey Brain. So again, solo Among Us. Again, for people who are bad at it, me. They made this for me. I like my mystery games. I'll get this. It'll probably be cute. Like, so yeah, like the Among Us solo game will probably have, like, a similar tone to Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, but with, like, a little bit more meat to it, considering it's, like, a full paid game, I'm assuming.
Should be interesting.
I know some people who will be very, very happy about the announcement of the finale of the 7 remake. Oh yeah, Sonic Cross Worlds. I'll have to get to that eventually. It's been like considering the Hot Wheels stuff as well, it's been a good couple of years for kart races. Like,
yeah.
Very, very happy for that. Like, the open world stuff for it, or like free roam, I suppose is probably a better way to call it, is really good. Like, that's the best thing about Mario Kart World. So, yeah, more of that in racing games is good. Like, there's also Sonic Rage Bait, so Sonic and Pico Park.
Again, I am seriously in the dark on Pico Park. Like,
streamer
how? Okay, I'm curious.
Well, I wouldn't call it streamer bait because Pico Park has more than one game. Like, it's a series that's at least a few years old. It's a co-op puzzle game.
I see.
But you're kind of chained together.
My real question is, what happened to Frontiers Remastered? It was leaked quite a bit ago.
You mean the definitive edition? There
I don't
have
look at
been
leaks.
rumors of a Sonic Central on the horizon, so I'm wondering if maybe Sega were saving that as well as news of a brand new Sonic game as well for later.
I think that's it. A pretty decent showcase. It was actually weirdly fun to sit through. Never thought I'd say that about a Geoff Keighly presentation, but there you go.
Perhaps he's learning, Shiroi. Maybe Mrs. Piggy taught him what he needs to know after their patty cake.
Well, he said in the beginning he likes his puppets. Like, we know, dude, shut up. We know too well.
Little did we knew that he was the biggest puppet of all.
Yes. Wow. But yeah, that's it.
Alright, that's for me. No, this was actually pretty pleasant. I liked most of it. Well, like I said, the middle part was a bit more wonky, but that being said, it still was solid enough. Opening with the Resident Evil Veronica, without the code, was actually a good move. It's actually interesting that Capcom is really pumping these Resident Evil games out very fast, considering everything. I was expecting more a DLC episode for Requiem, but maybe that is in the works and they're having like a B team doing the Code Veronica remake, who knows. Happy for Cuphead, like Shirei said, so there is that. In Isolation 2, we were expecting that. Same for more news about the Fumito Ueda new game, Gen Design. Blood Message was okay, but we only saw still snippets of the video game. Snoop Dogg and Tupac in Stranger Than Heaven just feels bizarre to me. We'll have to see how that pans out, but I've heard from some people that it's not particularly a great look overall. We'll have to see. Hanks, I was confused with it for the Third Forest game, but it still looks interesting enough for puzzle solving, especially for co-op. Mortal Shell 2, I really hope that it works out, considering, like I said, the first one was not captivating me enough, unfortunately. The new Last Ronin game being developed by Platinum Games, I have good hopes for it, especially considering how Ninja Gaiden 4 turned out to be. The new Gundam game looks fine. I'll really need to get into the franchise at some point when I get the idea this will not be the first thing I can do. Like I said, the middle part had some meh things like Crossfire, which, it sounded interesting, but over at the end of the day, it just feels like a Tom Clancy plot, just with a bit of more bells and whistles attached to it. I don't know, maybe it will be, more interesting in its full release. Guild Wars 3, I know, like I said, a few people who are very happy about it, so good for them. The Star Wars stuff about the racing and the XCOM clone looks fine. I might give them a try later on, who knows. The fishing zombie game Last Arbor, that was kinda hilarious. The new Virtual Fighter, I have good hopes for. The new design for Pai-chan I like, and even for the other characters. I do hope we get a bit more saturation with the colors, or at least there are filters to it, because a lot of shots do feel like it's slightly more desaturated, like the traditional Yakuza games. We'll have to see how that works out. The new expansion for Mafia basically ties into the first Mafia, because apparently it's about the younger version of the boss that you will encounter in Mafia 1, so it all full circle. 1666 Amsterdam doesn't really tell me much from what we've seen. Maybe I should try the prologue, who knows. Soul Genesis is bizarre. I'm still hoping for, the 11th movie to come out at some point, but in order to wait up, this is possibly a more interesting case to, to fill in the hole. Lords of the Fallen 2, I continue so not caring about this franchise. Blood of Dawnwalker looks fine, but I would want to try the Witcher games first before this. The Among Us stuff also looks fine. I guess I'll need to check the animated series at this point. Monster Hunter Wilds gets its expansion update, good for them, as usual, when it comes to these things. I heard also that it it has already gotten, if not now, later, another Final Fantasy XIV collaboration, Poor Souls, because Behemoth was already a beast enough. Sword of Legends is actually pretty interesting to look at. I might give it a try when it comes out in the similar vein of Lies of P. Hot Wheels Infinite Rush, it's not the game that looks in for me because I did not grow up with Hot Wheels, but I can imagine for a hardcore Hot Wheels fans, it might genuinely be interesting for them. Sonic getting collaboration with Godzilla and Evangelion is kind of insane. Godzilla I kind of understand because there's a comic tie-in, so, But Evangelion really feels the franchise that should not be, have a crossover with Sonic, but who knows what they're thinking. Attack on Titan 3, don't care. Next. Clutch is the kind of game that feels like dweebs should be playing, so we'll see when it comes out if he's interested in it. Sea of Remnants, I checked around and yes, it was announced last year, so that's why I was familiar with it. Again, it does look interesting, but the free-to-play, aspect of it makes me wonder how it's going to be structured. The Wolf Among Us Season 2, finally, about damn time. I can't wait to actually get to play it. I will need to wait until Remastered gets released, because I wanted to record The Wolf Among Us for a while. But who knows if this remaster will be just fine, better, or worse than the original. I have it just in case. The new Stellar Braid is actually the real surprise. We don't know yet about the platforms, but considering that the first one was partially financed by Sony, I guess at the very least PS5 and possibly PC later. The Street Fighter Next DLC batch is actually what's actually interesting. Tifa was, I think, leaked, but the other three characters were kind of surprised. Bosch, I was reminded by Deji that he's one of the characters from Story Mode, so, it's actually kind of neat that they made him playable. The other two, Yasmin and Arjun, we'll have to see how they pan out. So it's actually interesting that they try to focus mostly on newcomers, or at least characters who had not been playable before. Tifa. Speaking of which, the revelation of the last part of the remake saga. I like it. I like what I've seen so far. It seems to be that they're talking mostly about the initial part, so Midil, the Northern Crater, the Highway in Junon, and Wutai. So we'll have to see actually how this mess of a story concludes. Nevertheless, I expect the Rebirth to be recorded around the summer period. We'll have to see just exactly when, and we'll get you updated on that front. Now that's it for me.
All right. So yeah, honestly, a well done Summer Games Fest show, honestly. I get it, it's supposed to be the main event, as is for Summer Games Fest, but there are other shows apparently in the pipeline, like the Future Game Show, the PC Gaming Show, and Xbox Game Showcase. That being said, we're going to hang back and wait and see if those are worth commentating on in full, or if possibly we'll be doing a best of compilation look set. Otherwise, though, unless there's potentially a new Nintendo Direct or that Sonic Central, we shall see you later for the next live show that requires our presence. See you then.
See ya.